when you're a counterfeit person, you haven't figured out who you are yet. You want your journey to be the journey of those of which you copy. And that can get you nowhere. You don't learn, you don't grow, and people definitely can't feel where you're coming from. Now, you may be able to do it for a little bit because any counterfeit person can sustain for a little bit, but you can't keep it up when you're not telling your story. You're not telling your struggle. You didn't go through your own trials and tribulations because you picked up someone else's. They say that smart people learn from the mistakes of others, but if you counterfeit somebody else's product, content, or personality, how do you learn from your own?
Be inspired, but don't copy because most can suspect a counterfeit a mile away. Even if you are able to get away with being non-original, eventually you will become exhausted. You see, information is not for imitation. Information is used to help catapult you to a place of your own uniqueness. So let me ask you, do you scoff at learning new things? Because if you do, we'll all see how you may look the part, but really you're a counterfeit. Now be very careful of those you follow, because they may stand for a good cause, but yet they are very vain in their thinking. There are so many words that are associated with being a counterfeit. But let not that be you. This is your brother. Brother O, there will always be a path in front of you to take. The question is, why do most of us continue to choose that four-letter F word on the left? Why?
So, when you look at the definition of counterfeit, it says, and I quote, made in the imitation of something else with the intent to deceive. The quickest way to not be your authentic self is to be counterfeit, is to be fake, imitating somebody else or something else in order to try to deceive other people. That's the quickest way to do it. But also, on the flip side, the quickest way to be authentic is to not be a counterfeit. It's to be the real thing, to be your real authentic self. You can be inspired by other people, but the moment you start copying other people, the moment you start trying to be like other people, just like other people, now you're not being your authentic self, your true self, and now you have become counterfeit. And that's dangerous, man. That's dangerous, because here's the thing about counterfeit. At one point or another, people are going to figure out that you're fake. You know what I'm saying? It's like a counterfeit, you know what I mean? Dollar bill or whatever. At some point, somebody going to catch that joint and be like, oh, this ain't the real thing. Oh, no, they tried to get me. And you don't want that to be you. It's much better being your authentic self instead of being a phony, instead of being a fake, instead of being a counterfeit of someone else.